greatest thing that could happen to South Park is Meghan Markle suing because she doesn't like her portrayal in a satirical cartoon.
South Park remains undefeated and is making worldwide headlines with the Meghan Markle and Prince Harry troll.
A pregnant woman dancing in the delivery room to prove she's actually in labor.
We want privacy! We want privacy!
Oh, this is just fake. I don't know why they're doing it.
Meghan Markle is seriously losing it after South Park made fun of her in their new episode. They mocked her pregnancy twerk video, and now she's panicking like she didn't post it herself. After talking so much about privacy, sharing that kind of video, and then acting shocked when people react. If you give the internet a show, don't be surprised when people start laughing.
I'm a baby mama, I can do this what I want to turn up.
She a baby mama, she gon' do that baby mama.
Work.
She gon' put it on you, she gon' do that baby mama. Drop it down.
So guys, this drama started with a cartoon. But not just any cartoon. We're talking about South Park, the show that's roasted everyone from Tom Cruise to the Pope, now turning its sights on Meghan Markle. And this time, they went for the jugular. According to multiple insiders, the latest unreleased episode contains a full-on parody of Meghan's infamous pregnancy twerk video. Yes, the one that already had the internet doing double takes. South Park reportedly twisted that moment into something so outrageous. It sent Meghan's camp into full-blown panic mode behind Montecito's designer gates.
Meghan Markle is apparently furious that South Park tore her and her whipped husband, Prince Harry, to shreds.
Apparently, pretty bad. Meghan's legal team fired off a notice of concern to Paramount. The goal? Shut the episode down before it ever sees daylight. But what happened next made it all 10 times worse. The notice got leaked. Some say it was an internal slip-up. Others whisper that it may have come from Meghan's own PR squad, hoping to stir sympathy or control the narrative. Either way, it backfired spectacularly. Here's the kicker. South Park's creators caught wind of the legal drama and didn't flinch. In fact, they rewrote parts of the episode to include Meghan's behind-the-scenes meltdown as part of the joke.
We want privacy! We want privacy! They destroyed the two of them for always complaining about being in the spotlight, yet they're the ones that constantly shove their faces in front of us.
Now, Meghan isn't just the subject of a parody. She's become part of the punchline. Trey Parker and Matt Stone saw an opportunity and did what they always do: push harder. Meghan gave them new material and they ran with it. The more she tried to control the story, the more fuel she handed to the fire. Now the parody isn't just about the awkward video, it's about how far she'll go to bury it. What's worse than being mocked on TV? Being mocked for trying to stop it.
Yourselves, Harry, and not live off your family.
I agree. We'll just have to find a way to make £50 billion on our own.
Initially, Meghan's team explored the nuclear option of suing, but that idea didn't get very far. Any US lawyer worth their bar license could have told her, satire is nearly untouchable in America. One of the attorneys reportedly warned that taking South Park to court would be like handing them a gold-plated stage to turn the courtroom into a season-long sketch. No good outcomes, just endless public embarrassment. And when even your own legal team is telling you that suing will only make things worse, what do you do next?
You know, everything from a podcast that nobody listened to, into a Netflix show that nobody wanted, into a book tour and more. So South Park did what they did best, and it absolutely decimated them.
They scrambled for other strategies. One was to frame the parody as gendered hate speech, an attack on a pregnant woman's body. Another was to lean on philanthropic partners, pressuring Paramount's parent company by threatening reputational damage. Even her UK contacts were activated, with calls going out to media outlets asking them to tell her side of the story. Most didn't take the bait.
It's so funny, too, that you keep saying Meghan Markle. You know I'm Sussex now.
They saw the headline risks a mile away, Duchess tries to silence free speech. Not exactly the kind of story newsrooms are eager to touch.
Well, I just think some people might say that your Instagram-loving wife actually doesn't want her privacy. How dare you, sir? My Instagram-loving wife has always wanted her privacy!
And let's be honest, trying to censor South Park in 2025 is like trying to swat flies with a tiara. It doesn't just fail, it becomes content. Meghan wanted to kill a cartoon. Instead, she handed it its next episode. Every move she's made has deepened the spectacle. And, with Paramount reportedly locking in the air date, the clock is ticking toward what could be one of the most talked about South Park moments in years. The real question now isn't whether the episode drops, it's how much worse this will get when it finally does.
You've lived a life with the royal family, you've had everything handed to you, but you say your life has been hard, and now you've written all about it in your new book, Where?
Prince Harry right now, he's stuck deeper than ever between two worlds, royal blood and Hollywood drama. And no, it's not just about another awkward Netflix docuseries. The South Park episode mocking Meghan has reportedly sent him into a full emotional spiral. Sources say Harry is privately distraught, probably replaying every roast in his head while trying not to chuckle. The thought of William seeing this, that's the real horror. The older brother already found the last parody too close to reality, and now this one takes it up a notch with cartoon twerking. Ouch.
If you really wanted to reconcile, you'd give it space. You would not talk about them in public. You'd use the back channels instead and show your family that we can do this privately and between us.
Harry actually tried to do damage control, bless him. He proposed a soft middle ground statement. Something vague about supporting free speech, but also condemning misogyny. Basically, a PR smoothie. But Meghan's camp didn't want that. They reportedly shot it down, calling it weak and ineffective. So now Harry's got two terrible options. Stay silent and look like a spineless side character, or speak up and get roasted anyway. Lose-lose.
That I was going to have to deal with my past because there was anger there, and it wasn't anger at her, it was just anger.
Behind the scenes, he's dealing with this like any guy on the edge of a public meltdown. More jogging, more mindfulness podcasts, and more shutting down emotionally like it's a palace tradition. This was supposed to be the man behind a global mental health brand, but now he's just trying to mentally survive memes. Which begs the question, how do you preach emotional resilience when animated characters are the ones breaking you? Is Harry really the voice of wellness if he's drowning in cartoon backlash?
If you are so self-serious that you take every single lampooning as the utmost affront to your individual essence.
Now, let's talk about the internet, because it's in full meltdown mode. The second the episode leaked, Twitter turned into a battlefield. #RespectOurParody went viral, filled with memes of cartoon Meghan doing the now infamous pregnancy twerk. The internet has zero mercy and infinite creativity. Someone even edited Cartman's face over her old video. It was brutal.
Down with the monarchy! We deserve our privacy!
Fuck these people!
Why are we so mad today? Because we want our privacy!
But then came the counterattack. ##. Mockery is misogyny started trending too. Mostly from Meghan's defenders calling out the episode as an attack on women, especially pregnant ones. Cue a full-blown war in the comments, with both sides going for the digital jugular. One side called it satire, the other called it public humiliation. Welcome to 2025, where everyone's opinion comes with a hashtag and a side dish of moral panic. Reddit was no better. It exploded with leaked storyboard sketches, fan theories, and people analysing every frame like it's a national scandal. Some even suggested that Meghan's own team leaked the notice on purpose to build sympathy, only for it to backfire in meme format. Honestly, the conspiracy theories are more entertaining than the original content at this point.
Suing
and they're trying to sue him. It's like, don't
what are you,
fucking
you're suing South Park,
kick that
really?
hornet's nest.
And here's the real kicker. Even Meghan's former brand partners aren't standing by her like they used to. Wellness influencers and fashion bloggers who once gushed over her lifestyle and face cream pics are now calling the parody shockingly accurate. One even said, I hate to say it, but they nailed it. That's gotta sting. When your own aesthetic girlies start laughing at your twerk scene, you know the ship is sinking. Now, there's this weird divide forming online. Team Dignity versus Team Drag Her. Meghan's digital circle used to be a monolith of support. Not anymore. Some are calling for her to rise above it. Others, they're just sharing memes and sipping tea. Loyalty online is as fragile as her next press release. If even your own supporters are turning your scandal into content, who's left to clean up the mess?
Now, some have started calling it Scam Jam on social media.
Right now, Meghan Markle's brand isn't just taking a hit. It's swerving toward full-on identity crisis. Internal leaks from her lifestyle company, as ever, paint a grim picture. The finances, tight, and that's being generous. There's reportedly not enough funding to cover both crisis PR and the product relaunch. So now the team's forced to choose: save the image or save the inventory. The vibe is less polished Duchess and more stressed out startup scrambling for a loan.
To hell with Canada! We are leaving! We'll go find some quiet place where we can be normal people! Come on, wife! We want privacy! We want privacy! We want privacy!
What's got investors sweating the most is the long-term damage. This one parody could be the defining moment of Meghan's entire public image. At least for the under-30 crowd who only consume headlines in meme format. A cartoon twerk might just outlive every podcast and product drop. And if there's one more PR misstep, As Ever might be renamed Never Again, by the same people who used to follow her every move. What happens when your brand can't keep up with the chaos you created? So, Meghan Markle is caught up in controversy again. But hey, maybe that's exactly what she wants. Attention is attention, right? What do you think she'll do next? Drop your wildest predictions in the comments, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button.